Welcome back to my travel diary, a place where we believe traveling is a necessity, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's additional cost, just the benefit of everyday spending. In today's video, I will be sharing my trip to Baku, Azerbaijan, and the trials that I endured at the airport before I actually get into the country. I visited Azerbaijan, or Baku, earlier this year. And before I went, I did all my research and things like that. This time around, when I booked the trip, the only thing I was thinking about is how to get from the airport to my hotel. Reaching Tbilisi airport, the person at the desk asked me for my visa. The visa, I forgot everything about the visa. There was a whole going back and forth with the supervisor. They eventually allowed me to go on the flight, but give me information to get expedite like visa is a 3-hour visa. She said by the time I apply for the visa, I get on the plane and I reach there, it would be within the 3-hour time. I said okay. After I check in, I sat in the airport and did something very wrong. Tried to conduct business on my cell phone. I know for a lot of you, you're able to transact the world on the cell phone. Me, the cell phone is just good for recording or talking to someone. Any business is done on my laptop. I went in, I thought was the website I went to, and I applied for the 3-hour visa. I got a notification saying that the visa is being processed. So when I reached Azerbaijan, I look at my passport, she stamped the passport. Then she asked me for the visa. I told her I applied for it. She said, okay, go over there. When I go, they check. They said they're not seeing any visa. I showed them the email. The agent said, oh, that site is not the site. She's not familiar with the site. I will have to apply for another visa. And it's then it started getting more complicated. Because you see, MasterCard, Visa, or American Express decided I'm carrying out some fraudulent activity there in Baku. And they keep denying payment for this visa. I decided to call Kenya in New York. She gave me her card number. I tried her card number. It was declined also. While the agent said the only thing I should do is get someone in the US to apply for the visa for me. I had to call Kenya. I gave her all my information. She applied for the visa. She applied for it, then she said, Mommy, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing something wrong. She sent me a picture. When I go to the agent, I said, this is what my daughter is seeing on her computer. She said, the visa is denied. She said, there's some problem with your passport. I said, no, there's no problem with my passport. I'm traveling back and forth. I know there's no problem with my passport. She said, okay, let her check. She went to the back, she returned. She said, oh, here what it is. Between Azerbaijan and Armenia, there's some border conflict. And if you indicated that you visited that area without permission, automatically your visa application is denied. They're not even considering it. When I gave Kenya the instruction, I did not remember that because movers, I was in such a state. I was so upset with myself. Paul, you should have done this. Paul, you should have done that. Why you make the mistake? You went early the year. You had a visa. So I'm busy beating up on myself. I gave her the information, and what she did, she ticked the box, yes. That's why it was denied. So I said, but would they allow her to apply again? She said yes. Apparently, a lot of people is be there at the airport making mistakes with the visa application. She applied. Everything went through. This time, I reached the counter somewhere like 1:45 in the afternoon. It was relatively early, the flight. When all of this back and forth going, we well after 2 o'clock. Anyway, the thing went through. I'm all excited. I thought because it went through, they would allow me to leave. No. I have to wait the 3 hours until this visa is approved. Again, I'm so mad with myself. You should have known different. At the point, I had to have a talk with Paul. I said, here, you have 2 options. You could continue whining about what you didn't do, or you could just relax and tell yourself, God made this happen for some reason. Perhaps later on you might be negligent, but because of this experience you will be on your P's and Q's in the future, which could be more serious, or it could be saving you from something on the road. You would have gone out there, you could have gotten in an accident. Just sit yourself down and do what you had planned to get done when you went to the hotel, because I know I was coming in early. I know I would have gotten checking in early at the hotel, the one for certain. And instead I would have used the time to start downloading some videos, because the Wi-Fi here is long story. So what I did, I stopped. I went into the corner. One of the agents came over and she said, oh, she's so sorry, but you say you have to wait for the 3 hours. She said, would you like coffee or tea? I said, tea. She brought me a cup of tea. She bought me some cookies. I get candies. I got pretzels. And I sat down there and had my snack. And then I went to start downloading the video. That airport Wi-Fi speed is like this. First 2 videos I attempt, it downloads so quick that I did not even realize it was actually downloaded. I thought it pending, because this will usually happen. So the first 2 videos, instead of downloading it once, I download those 2 videos twice. Then I realized this thing is moving so quickly. I sat down there, I got all my videos synced. I went into Canva, I did some editing, and I keep checking. I see at 2 hours and 59 minutes. They said within 3 hours, 2 hours and 59 minutes, this thing was approved. By the time I get out to the airport, the sun was already going down. But I had planned, with all my research, when I wasn't focusing on the visa, I was planning to have an express bus from the airport to the city. I'll advise anybody, unless you have obtained luggages and it's you alone and it's late at night and whatever the case might be, take the express bus. It is right next to where the taxis are. It is very comfortable. It's very roomy. They put your luggages underneath the bus. And most importantly, the bus have a designated lane on the highway. So that time when I came out of the airport was in peak hour, where the traffic was crazy. But because it's the bus, it moved more faster than if I was in a taxi. And most importantly, that bus was like $1.25. The taxi would have been nearly 45, heading to $50 US. So you see, I sat in the bus, go down to the 28 May station. There's a transition hub in downtown Baku. It's a very important train station. Again, my plan was to go with the bus and then from there get the number 14 bus that will take me to the hotel, because I just have 2 small bags. I went down there and said, oh, I'm going to take a taxi to the hotel. I stand up there, the taxi just keep. In fact, where I stand, it wasn't possible for the taxi to come there because it was a big bus terminal. The security guy told me to go around the corner. I stand to that corner and the taxi keep canceling. After the 4th taxi canceled, the sun going down, I decided to go in the bus. Finally get in the bus. The bus took me to the entrance of the Hyatt Regency. I had just crossed over the road. In my tiredness, instead of turning left, I went right. So I end up at the residence. They have like apartments and they have the hotel. I end up at the apartment. Someone had to come and collect me and take my bag around. I actually reached in the room after 9 o'clock the night because of this whole thing. But then by the time I reached the hotel, the experience was so good. I was treated so well. I was taken care of, that the whole trials of the day went behind me. The next video you're going to see is when I enter the room. Hope you guys enjoy it. And take a note, even if you had visited a country before, between the time you visit and the time you're returning, laws could change. Look like, for instance, I went to Beijing in December month, where I had to show proof of where I'm staying, return ticket out of the country, because I took the 144 hours visa, which is like 6 to 7 nights in Beijing. I just took 6 nights. They had so much requirements that I had to have to go to Beijing. I think it was like January the 13th or the 28th, China removed all those requirements. It changed for a good, but then it could have been, I went to Beijing in December, didn't have the requirement, going back in January, and I have to have these requirements. But while I advise you, even if you had visited a country 10 times, and you think you know, there's nothing wrong in making a double check before, because the immigration and the border control rules and laws and regulations are changing regularly. And it is so many, you could miss it. I did not do my due diligence, so for about like 6 hours, I was an airport employee in the airport. Enjoy the video and have a great day.
Well, finally in my room. Oh my goodness, this was a long day, but I thank God. A very, very spacious room. Had a nice manager, although the time had passed for me to go to the executive lunch. She took me upstairs and got me something to eat. And this is it. A very, very big shower. I have the tub and I have the standing shower. This is nice. Thank you, Father. Get myself some tea and relax. But I can't imagine this bed is so low. This is weird. Anyway, this is my new suite. They said they're going to upgrade me for the next 4 days. As you come in, you have this closet here. Bathrobe and slippers. This is a half bath here. I think it's a half bath here in case you have guests. This is a foyer here. Then you enter the main living room area. You have TV. You have the sofa. You have this coffee-like setup here, which I told him to take away the coffee pots. Those are my fruits from the other room and my nuts. And all of this space here. This is the room. This place was for like 6 persons, and now this is the bedroom. And this is the bed. Okay, let me see. Put on some lights here. It's dark because the curtains need to. So this is it. Yes, this is the full bathroom. Yeah, tub. Have a standing shower. Have robes there too. Double sink. And you should let me see this mirror. I guess this is one that turn on. Can do some switch. Oh, perhaps. Oh, this is a TV. This is a TV and a mirror. So when it's off, it's a mirror. But then you could turn it on. I think it is turn a TV or music. One out of the two. You see, it's TV. I need a TV here. So that's, as usual, the scale. I wonder why. This is nicer for the soul space. You could sit here and talk to whoever it is in the tub. And I guess this is the, I like the closets. This is another closet here. We have hybrid hygienic pillows up there. This is for emergency use only, those flashlights. Yes, this is half. Oh. This is the half. Oh, yeah. 3 doors through. So here I would be for the next 4 nights. I think in here I have my refrigerator, my safe. Yes. And the coffee set up here. Not the coffee, the tea setup. Let me see. This is some kind of mood lighter or something like that. So this is very, very nice. It's similar to the other room I was in, but this one is extremely large, and it has some little extra touch like this thing over for ashtray. I wonder if this is a, let me see, this is what. Let me see, this is what. Oh, this is a little razor, a sharpener. Well, I see something like this. Some paper clips. And this is like a pencil pen. Or a low-tech kit. Interestingly, if it's true, the low-tech kit. Those are the days when you used to do everything. So, I will be here. I like this upgrade. Options are sleeping inside or sleeping out here. Let me see what's under here. These are all empty. Yeah. That seems to all be empty. So let me unpack my bag fully now. Get some things done and then decide whether or not I'm going out there in the sun, because this is the street you're seeing out here. Out there is not even hot. It is very, very hot. Look at these beautiful buildings. See the old ones over there and the new constructed one. What I observe here, they use these sand tone colors. All the new buildings have these sand tone colors. Yeah, you will find that. Anyway, bye.